Hello everybody, I'm Michael, and today I'm going to be going over a very easy way to get a lot of legendary shards, as well as Imperials, runes, and all of the Menagerie loot. I've just been really doing this for the legendary shards. I've been doing the Crown of Sorrow raid a lot, so I've been buying a lot of raid banners from Petra Binge in the Dreaming City, so I definitely need a lot of legendary shards so that I can keep helping my team and let us get supers and stuff, so that whenever we wipe or try again, we can always have a super and full heavy. So this is kind of going to be what I've been doing. So we're going to take a look at my chalice first, because the method that I've been using is Menagerie. So I'm only missing one upgrade now, and this isn't very vital, but what you are going to want is power and efficiency 2. That allows you to get the now Imperials from just completing activities, which includes the chest at the end of the Menagerie run. That's just a good farming method in general for Imperials. But what I've been doing is this for rune bonus 3, grants a chance to gain an additional non-powerful reward from the final chest in the Menagerie during Season of Opulence. This may not sound very great, but if you're farming for legendary shards, this doubles the amount of legendary shards you get if you get this to proc. I get it to proc maybe 1 or 2 times every run. I get it fairly often. Maybe it's not as common normally, but I've been fairly lucky with it, and it allows me to get at least 6 legendary shards. And if you have right here, rune bonus 2. One actively slotted rune is refunded upon looting the final chest in the Menagerie. This means that if you slot one rune, so see, here's all my runes here. Normally I just try to farm and get a beloved that I really like, so I always put in a rune of jubilation. We're just going to do that now, and a rune of cunning, and so that gives you the beloved. It doesn't matter what red rune, you just need one jubilation and one red here, but every time I do this I will get one of these back. It doesn't really matter which. I have a decent amount. I guess I'm running a little low on jubilation now, but I've definitely been using this a lot to get a fairly decent amount of beloved sniper rifles, just to make sure I could get the one that I like. But with rune bonus 2 and 3, this allows you to kind of farm for legendary shards while you're doing this. Every week so far we've only had 2, but you've been able to farm the chest at the end of the event to get maybe 5 or even 6 drops. So this allows you to get maybe even up to 36 legendary shards every time you go in there, which would be very nice. Often that doesn't happen and you only get maybe 12 to 18, but it's always nice when you get more than that. I'm at 288 right now because I've been buying up a lot of the raid banners. If we see in my inventory, I have 58 right now, and I definitely have had more. I've been using them in the Menagerie and the raid, as I mentioned earlier, but we're just going to show. And there is another kind of secret, I guess not secret, but another additional source of legendary shards. So see, if I dismantle this beloved right here, this has snapshot and box breathing, not the exact roll that I want. I prefer rampage on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this. But as we see over here, we get this shadow guilt shader, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But here we're going to also dismantle this callous mini tool, not a great roll, and we get cinder char. So now if I go over to my inventory and down to my shaders, I have a lot of shadow guilt, but every time you dismantle a shadow guilt, you get 1 legendary shard, which means that every time you dismantle one of these beloveds, or see here cinder char, that also gives you a legendary shard, but every time you dismantle one of these weapons, you will get not only the 3 from the weapon, but you also get 1 from the shader. And it's a lot easier if you load into the tower and you can go talk to the gunsmith, and you can trade these in 5 at a time, and it'll save you a lot of time. But I just wanted to show you guys this method to get a lot of legendary shards. I know the new raid's kind of draining a lot of people's legendary shard reserves, buying all the new raid banners so that they can go in and try to beat that final boss. I've been fortunate enough to beat it a few times now. It's a great raid in my opinion, and I'm very happy that I'm able to help the team out with the raid banners. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as comment any questions or anything you may have, and I'll see you later.